Hey there! If you're new here, I'm the MetaVerse Explorer and I provide you with the most up-to-date Solana specific content and alpha to increase the size of your portfolio. All totally free. All you gotta do is click that little bell and that little icon. I get my sources from 3 different places. The Grape Solana Discord channel, join us, have a chat to me. The Solana Grapevine, a daily newsletter providing the best source of information regarding new protocols, rewards. It's a group of passionate people that carefully curate new announcements, new projects to discover and actionable intel for you to experience yourself. You can get the link to this down below. And of course, the Solana Foundation and the ecosystem. Let's get to this episode. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of Grape Solana Alpha. Thanks again for watching. So today we're going to have a look at the TVL, see what's happening. We're still in all-time highs. The other topics for today is the Radium, new pools that are coming from the Wormhole and kind of the serum grants to give serum rewards to people who are providing liquidity to some of these new tokens that are migrating from Ethereum to Solana. We're going to have a look at the Aurory Staking, which is going pretty well so far. There hasn't been any issues. Apricot just announced their public sale. Some people aren't a little bit happy about it. The tokenomics aren't as good as other tokenomics that we've seen, to be honest. We're going to have a look at the Solana last day highlights and just general highlights in general. Look at the closing ceremony by Raj and Anatoly. We're going to have a look at the Rumble light paper, which is kind of like the Decentraland of Solana. That's what they're going for. We have Olympus DAO kind of fork called Sol Invictus onto Solana. We'll have a look at them. We've covered Cashio app previously, and now we have Saber providing liquidity with the cash/USDC pool, and have a look at some Grape statistics at the end. And then, of course, we finish it off with some NFT volumes and upcoming NFT mints. Thanks again for watching. So we start the episode with Aurory Staking. Now, I don't know why, but these guys have not put it onto their main website. The only way I found out through this was from Twitter. You had to go to the Aurory Twitter and go all the way down to the staking app. app.aurory.io/staking. It's not on their main website. I don't know why that is. So what is that? So Aurory is a game on Solana that you guys know of, probably one of the top 3 games in Solana next to Star Atlas and Nyan Cat Heroes. You just click on the staking app and then you're taken to another section in the website, which you can't get to from the main website. Anyway, so we can see the total staked of Aurory is 202,162,477 Aurory tokens. The estimated APR is 50% at the moment, and when you stake it, you get Aurory. So Aurory is similar to all the other like interest accruing tokens that we see around Solana and around Ethereum. So they did say some stuff. So this is I think yesterday. 3,000 Aurory has been added to the past 24 hours, and 125 Aurory will be added each hour. To claim rewards, you must unstake, but a rewards tracker is coming soon to the UI. So yeah, if you have some Aurory, if it's just sitting around in the wallet, if you're providing liquidity, you can stake it to the protocol and hey, get some easy 50% APY. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's probably better than impermanent loss and some rewards on top of that. Next up, we have a protocol that we covered before, the Apricot Finance. They recently released an article about their retroactive liquidity mining. What does that mean? So you're going to get airdropped some Apricot tokens. Apricot is a lending and borrowing platform on Solana. They have a few items such as the X farm, which is kind of like leveraged stable yield farming. So let's talk about the rewards for a bit. They are giving out 1% of APT's total supply as retroactive rewards for anyone who either deposited, borrowed, or X farmed on Apricot for the first 30 days since they launched, and that's going to go on for another 10 or so days. So every second, approximately 3.858 APT tokens are emitted to our users. So what can you actually do to earn some of these rewards? You can deposit and borrow all tokens, all considered. Each dollar value deposited or borrowed earns the same rate of base. LP tokens deposited also earn APT but ×1, but the ×3 rewards are Sol, MSOL, USDC, USDT. So if you provide some of the major stable assets in Solana at the moment, then you're going to get a higher reward. Other tokens such as Wormhole, UST, BTC, ETH, Ray, Orca are only 2 times reward. So people are slightly unhappy with this because the actual airdrop amount is pretty small. It's 1% for retroactive airdrop, and I think that and to be honest, I'm not that happy with it either. And also because the protocol isn't that great to use, to be honest. A lot of people, some people like it, some people don't. It's subjective. Take your own, you experience it for yourself. For example, like Sol and MSol. Look at MSol, the rewards it's giving you. It's giving you 0.41 borrowing interest. So interest on the principal that you've put in, and then you're also getting 2.62 in marinade for using MSol. Most other protocols are giving you way more than 5% for using MSol. So for getting marinade, to use MSol and to also get marinade. So right away, these are not attractive to me at all. And then on top of that, it's 126.5 Apricot for 1k of value added, which is also not that much as well. So yeah, doing liquidity, retroactive liquidity for your community, early supporters is a good idea, but I don't, to be honest, like this approach. It's such a small amount, token supply. We're going to see the price skyrocket up because there'll be absolutely no liquidity, and then once it starts getting farmed and farmed and farmed, it's just going to go all the way down. They do have differential products such as the X Lend. I haven't used it much. I don't think it's that great of a product, mostly because you can see, like, you can lend your LP tokens for 9.1%. Like, that's not much. That's not much, to be honest. And they do have like a stop loss Apricot assist as well. But yeah, so far it's okay. Thank you for the airdrop. We're going to utilize it. Thank you. Next up is Sol Invictus, which is kind of making a few waves in Solana at the moment. They seem to be kind of like an fork, DAO, which is like a DeFi 2.0 fork. They say that, but you know, no one's actually looked at their code. I think none of us have at Grape have actually looked at this very deeply. Apart from, you know, they say they're having a fork of and that of course attracts people. So what is it actually? So Sol Invictus is a decentralized reserve currency of Solana. Are you in? They've got 6,000 followers, and let's have a look at the app at the moment. So they have an in token, which I suppose is the token behind the entire system. They have a treasury balance of $16 million, and what can you do? You can put in your USDC, get an ROI of 12.6. When you do this, you earn some in tokens as well, which vests over 5 days. So after 5 days comes, you can come and redeem your in token, and of course you can play the speculative play. If your in token increases, then yeah, you've made some money. Well done. So let's look at the staking. Once you stake your in token, you get 14,000% APY. 14,000% APY. But then there's a rebase every, I think, 3 or 4 days, every epoch. I don't know the time frames. So they've got some tokenomics, some crazy Ponzi tokenomics. I haven't done enough research on Sol Invictus to be educated enough to go further in depth about it. But yeah, if you're interested in kind of forks on Solana, this is the first one that's kind of gaining traction. So let's keep an eye on these guys and see what actually happens. So if you watch one of my previous episodes, we did cover Cashio app, which is, I don't know, another kind of application that's popped out of nowhere that is anon. We don't have any documentation for it. It's like a product with nothing backing it, nothing behind it. And all of a sudden, Saber comes out and says, hey, we're going to give these guys liquidity. Like, what? So I think this is another one in those slew of products that the Saber team are releasing and not telling anyone it's from Saber. The first one is Sunny Protocol, obviously, and then the next one is Cash App, and there's like 2 before that as well. So what is Cashio? It's basically another stablecoin. You can put in your LP pairs such as USDT and USDC, and you print cash. When you print cash, you're able to use that as a stablecoin, and later on you'll be able to earn yield on your cash, and later on you'll be able to vote using the DAO, and let's have a treasury which has increased to about $3.8 million at the moment. So what does this mean? They came out with a token, where they came out with a Medium article. All that basically says is you can provide liquidity in the cash and USDC pair. So stable against stable. So theoretically, there shouldn't be much of kind of impermanent loss. That's if cash stays on its peg. So they're going to be giving you rewards. Let's go have a look at that and see if I can actually get it. Let's see what the rewards are currently. Cash USDC, it's loading. I've got $25 in here, and the current APY is 57%. That's okay. I mean, let's have a look at the pool and see what the actual what the actual kind of imbalance is, or balance. So it's 40% cash and 60% USDC. So there's more USDC floating around than there is cash. That's not bad. And let's see if we can redeem one cash, burn one cash, and see what it gives us. One cash gives us 0.968 USDC pair. So it's not optimal. It's not optimal. That's like a what, 4% slippage. That's not cool. I don't like that. Now I want to highlight something that the Grape team did come out with. So this is a new era in NFT analysis. So we look at kind of the all these separate NFT projects in the ecosystem, and because most of them are verified, we can actually get some really good statistics about them. So let's have a look. So this is the partner report of November 2021. So we can have a look at some of these NFT projects such as Aurory or Thugbirds or Galactic Geckos, Degen Apes, and we'll have a look at the TVL, how many NFTs one average wallet has, and how many unique holders there actually are, and the Grape holder score. So it's not provided what the metric is for this Grape holder score. I've got to find out a bit more about it, but to kind of give it a community strength. And we can see that the Thugbirds have the strongest community. We got to find out what makes up the strongest community. What is the metrics for it? But yeah, it seems like Thugbirds is coming out as the leader, and Aurory is kind of at the bottom. People probably flipping and selling on the market, or trying to make a buck, or playing the game, because it was one of the more popular hyped NFT projects around Solana. So Solana has officially finished, guys. The Solana has finished. Solana Breakpoint Lisbon has finished. So this is the conference that went pretty well so far. There hasn't been any issues. Let's have a look at some of the last minute highlights. This is one item that I saw which grabbed my eye, which is a visualization, real-time visualization of all the transactions happening on Solana at the moment. It looks pretty cool. It looks really, really cool. I'm very happy to have seen this. It looks so cool. All right, so let's have a look at some of the highlights, shall we? One company or protocol that I'm really trying to keep an eye on now is the Neon Labs. They're kind of offering kind of like a bridging solution, or kind of an EVM solution where people can code in EVM style, but then it runs on Solana. And she gives a small example as to why this is valuable.
Because hello, but then at the same time, just not Sushi, not Curve, not anybody can come because it's totally different from Ethereum, and it's like they just can't part over the contracts. And so the solution was evident. So we have to bring EVM to Solana somehow, but then so we need to bring it nicely, like without disrupting the experience of the users, and without.
And what she's saying is very important there, because EVM chains, Ethereum is where most of the kind of OGs and most of the whales and most of the action is. So once we're able to port EVM kind of protocols right onto Solana, and EVM compatible protocols onto Solana, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good shift into Solana, with all these other people who can now, all these developers have access to Solana now. And like, if they want to build an app onto Ethereum, they're constrained by gas fees, but now they're able to program their thing on EVM but still come to Solana, and they'll be able to execute it. So I think this is a good play. And I'm really looking forward to this token. They do have a token, guys. Now, this guy is one of the co-founders of Reddit. He just made a big announcement that's something interesting to keep an ear out for, because Reddit recently came out to say that they are going to be doing transferring their the moons, or whatever their point system is on Reddit, onto Ethereum, onto Arbitrum. But at the same time, they come out and make an announcement over here. Listen to this.
To announce a collaboration that we're doing, I have a venture fund called 776. We're earmarking with the Solana Foundation $50 million to invest in the next wave of social built on Solana, because I think this new world.
So he did mention $50 million, but at the end of the interview, he upped it up to $100 million. So of course, they already talked about this ahead of time. This is quite interesting, because they were going to be going over to Arbitrum, and I don't know if that's still going to happen. Let's have a look and see what actually happens from this fund. So that being said, the fund is probably only starting to look at protocols now, whereas Reddit is already working on Arbitrum at the moment, because Arbitrum is out and working. So we end the Solana conference with a small closing ceremony by Raj and Anatoly, and let's have a look at some of the items that they highlighted, shall we?
So I mentioned some of these incredible builders. I I really think everyone should go watch Jules' speech.
This is for
Jules
the render
from
engine.
Render is going to change the world.
There will be a render token.
If you didn't see what he's working on and what he's built and what he's using Solana for, it is photorealistic real-time rendering of anything, any 3D model, using a distributed set of GPUs all over the world with a token to access it. It's basically like, what is the cost of a virtual photon and ray tracing. And it's going to be, I think, the basis for a metaverse that is so much more real than any of us has been talking about or expecting. And I think it's going to happen way faster than any of us is expecting. So
that's been Render. There will be a Render token. We'll do a deep dive on them later on. And look at this kind of comment that Anatoly does a few times, and just listen to his tone and listen to how he says it. It makes you think that they might be voting on something like this, or they might be building something. So listen to this.
We're going to need a bigger block space.
So, I mean, Jules should render this with much higher resolution next year. We'll talk to Jules about that. Yeah. But I never imagined seeing something like this.
Talking to everyone here is that we're going to need a lot more block space. So
yeah, I think we're going to fill up all this block space and then some. Yeah, then you're going to have to just code and handle it all.
So what does that mean? So, transactions on the blockchain work using, fitting your transactions into a block, and the block can only handle a finite amount of transactions in that block. So what he's saying is increase that block, and then you're able to fit more transactions on. Because why do you want to do that? Because a lot more people are going to be coming onto your network. One, everyone from Ethereum are going to be using Neon Labs to use EVM chains on Solana. Everyone that's going to be doing the MetaVerse with the Render token is going to be using Solana. Everyone that's using Brave browser is going to be using Solana now, because Brave is going to native be Solana. That's like a huge amount of people that's going to be coming onto the Solana network. And what is he saying? We're going to need more block space. Yeah, we're going to have to code more block space into this, because it's not enough at the moment. It's barely managing now, and as soon as all these new people come on, and as soon as mass adoption comes, there still won't be enough block space. That's what he's trying to say. And let's have a look at some of the Radium staking, Radium kind of pools that Serum has given them a grant for. So the Wormhole Shiba, Wormhole AXS, which is Axie Infinity, and Wormhole DYDX. If you have any of these tokens over on Solana, you can bridge them over to, if you have these tokens in Ethereum, you can bridge them over to Solana now. Let's have a look at some of the pool rewards. Let's search AXS. So they're giving you wrapped AXS, and they're giving you Serum 248% rewards for providing liquidity to USDC and Axie, Wormhole Axie. That's incredible. That's a good amount of tokens. And let's see the Shiba. The Shib army are strong. They're giving you 395% in Serum for providing liquidity for Shiba and USDC. So if you've got some Shib anywhere else, why not just split it with USDC and then come and provide liquidity and at least earn some Serum from it? It makes sense to me. Like if you have Shiba, it's being diluted every single day anyway, so might as well make some extra money from it, get some Serum, an actual utility token that works well. And let's have a look at DYDX, which is perpetuals. 333%. That's also not bad. So anyone that got that airdrop from DYDX, bring it over to Solana and kind of earn some Serum rewards from it. That's cool. Let's have a look at some NFT TVL and NFT happenings. Finishing it off, market cap for NFTs are nearly at $1 million again. Oh, sorry, $1 billion. This is 991 million. Damn, man, that's a lot. Solana Monkey Business still leading the way. Floor price has shot up a little bit to 180. Aurory still going down, losing. We're down 21% in the last 24 hours. Shadowy Supercoders, though, that we covered in the last episode, is performing well. We increased by 38%, which is pretty nice to see. And there hasn't been much else happening around in the top 20, nothing that I can see. Infinity Lab's still around, Playground still around, and the Bone World is around. Yeah, Neopets will be doing the IDO very soon, so we might see these starting to increase in volume. Let's have a look at some of the upcoming mints. Cell Stars, Not bad. Neopets. Oh yeah, so the Neopets metaverse. I know this will be slightly big because everyone that's you know, slightly older in crypto remembers Neopets from when they were first around in real life. So Neopets were supposed to be going onto the Radium the Radium NFT marketplace, which I forgot, the drop zone, the Radium drop zone, but that's not going to happen anymore. So Neopets are going to be doing it on their own website, it seems. So I don't know why that decision has been made. Maybe they thought they didn't need Radium anymore, but hey, that's good on them. Let's have a look at their mint site and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, it looks exactly like a Neopet that I remember. Yeah. Look at the traits. Some of them look okay. I like that there's actually different styles of them. There's like so like there's different animals of it. That's cool. Neopets metaverse. So the pricing tiers 1 sol all the way to 4 sol. That's crazy. So I think once you get in early, it's 1 sol, and then, you know, when more and more are minted, it gets more and more expensive. So basically, you know, get in early. If you get in as early as you can, someone else, someone else who's minting up here, they give your new Neopet a floor price of 3.5, which is pretty good. Yeah, let's have a look at some of the other ones. Mighty Badgers, no. I still love the art for this Battle for Nippon. It's the Japanese style art. Anything else? I don't see any. Gemstones are still coming, and the Cypherpunks are still coming. Nothing else. If you think you've found some good NFT projects, let me know down below. That's it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate you watching all the way till the end. Congratulations. Actually, not a lot of people can make it. What is it, like maybe 25 minutes or so? Like and subscribe if you like the content. I will continue to give you some Solana alpha from the Grape channel Discord. Thank you very much for watching. Ciao.